Juice, we're back with another episode here.
Yes, we are.
You know, I was disturbed yesterday. I don't know how
You're disturbed every day.
I am mentally disturbed.
Yes.
And physically nowadays.
Yes.
I don't see how we made it out of World War XI alive.
Well, 8 was the worst one.
7 was a beast. I was in that one.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. World War XI.
That was all scuba diving in.
What's her name?
In the
one
desert.
that said it?
Ilian Omar.
Number one, just her face and that little thing she wears on her head pisses me off.
Her attitude, her arrogance when she doesn't need to have it, it just, yeah.
Go to Somalia and open your mouth like you do here.
Yes. No, go back to Somalia and stay there.
But if you do that, try to act like you do here, somebody's going to strike you down.
But that idiot goes out there and does a interview, and she talks about how Americans are dumbed down and, you know, the dumbing down of America, and it's just gotten so ridiculous. It's hard to have an intellectual conversation. That's why Donald Trump got elected again. Okay.
And then she said,
you get on there and say World War XI.
Man, I saw it. I didn't know what she was talking about. I just heard the World War XI comment.
Oh, I seen it. It was hysterical. She's so stupid.
I know she faked that attack on her here a while back.
Oh, yeah. That was all
fake.
staged.
World War XI. So
yeah,
you are talking down to us and call yourself educated.
Yes.
And you don't know Roman numeral 2.
No.
I'm not good with Roman numerals, but I can get to 10.
Yeah.
After that, I'm kind of lost.
Well, you know, you just add a 1 on that X and you're at 11. She had 1-1, World War II.
Yeah.
And if they typed it out, it was a capital I and a capital I.
Not 11.
Yeah. So Miss Intellectual.
Times New Roman's pretty obvious what an I and a 1 looks like.
Yeah.
So, but talking down to us, we're Trump supporters.
You are.
I know the different. I know Roman numerals 2. I know what it means.
Well, we're not what they say is the typical Trump supporter.
Right.
You know, we're actually educated. You and I both have degrees, multiple degrees.
I've read books.
Yes.
A few things. Now, I talk about my high school career sometimes, how lackluster it was.
Oh, mine was even below that.
I snapped out of it later in life.
Yeah.
But yeah, and realize, hey, hard work, not just education, but you got to combine it with smart decisions, hard work, and you can make it in America.
Yeah.
Without somebody handing you something.
Unless you're Ilian Omar.
Now, she's been handed a lot of stuff.
Yeah. She's been handed everything, and she's still an idiot.
Her brother handed her a marriage certificate.
Yes.
Is that real? I've not looked into it a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Whew, oh, my. And that's a representative.
And they talk bad about, like, the South.
That's congressional.
Marrying, kissing your cousin and all that. She's from Somalia. She married her own brother.
All right. That's disturbing, Juice.
Yeah. But yet, she's a lawmaker now.
She's been there a while.
Somebody voted her in. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go with those people are even lower in intelligence than she is.
She was smart enough to get somebody to vote for her.
Yes.
Which is like a salesperson kind of thing.
Yes.
So she's smart enough to do that.
And they were dumb enough to vote for her. So
that disturbs me.
Yeah.
I don't even have to hear her talk. Just looking at her makes me angry. Mm-hmm. Why is she a representative?
She shouldn't be. If you're not a natural born citizen, you shouldn't hold any political office.
That's not on
That's
the books,
just my opinion.
That's your opinion. That's not on the books. But I just don't like the anti-American rhetoric.
Neither do I. If it's good enough for you to be here and flourish and prosper, shut your pie hole.
Right. And make laws that help people and not hurt people. That's what she does. So, but anyway, there's a bunch of them, not just her.
Yeah. She just happens to be the idiot that came up with World War XI this week.
And she's on TV a lot. So, or on social media a lot.
Her and the squad.
Oh, my God. Get out of here. Let's get on to something before I start cussing, Juice.
All right.
Alex Murdaugh. So we're going to talk about him a little bit and digital clues. We talk about digital clues on here sometimes, and you try to say like you're not a digital person.
I'm not. I am nowhere near the nerdy guy you are.
You struggle with email.
I do.
Those kind of things. Email's been around for a while.
I'm trying to think when 92, 91.
I remember in the Marines, I was a young private.
Oh, yeah, it had to be before that. So 80, 89, I think. Mm-hmm. I got my first email.
Right. I remember when I was a young private, they got the first computer hooked to the internet in the company office.
Oh, yeah.
And we would all go stand around and just watch people send emails back and forth.
Yeah.
We'd print them out and read them. Like, it was amazing. It was magic. You know, I mean, it'd been around before that, but that was like the first use of it out in public, right?
Yeah.
And we had one computer.
Oh, yeah.
You had to get time on it to go send an email, you know, that kind of stuff. On the ship was the same way. They had 3 computers. You'd stand in line to go send email and read email. So
Our first computer in the company office, we got from Dermo.
Thermo.
Yeah. And one of our guys, comm sergeant, he was actually he was really nerdy at the time. He got that thing to work.
Probably put a processor in there or something.
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but he was super nerdy. And like he would go in and, you know, the floppy disk games and stuff, he would go in and change the code on them so you could just keep getting indefinite lives. And
He had some training in there. And
oh,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, in high school, we in typing class, we still had now that we had a word processor, there's a electric typewriter, and it would beep at you when you misspelled something.
Oh, yeah.
And you go to correct and go pop, 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 you know,
Oh, yeah.
made the noise. We had one computer in the whole school, and you took computer science class. They'd give you a lot of theory on the board, and then you went and played Oregon Trail. You know, you didn't really learn a lot.
Our PE teacher was our comp sci teacher in high school. He was as dumb as the basketball he was playing with. Taught us computer science. He didn't have a clue.
Yeah, So I've always been a computer nerd and a tech nerd and all that. I kind of self-trained for a while and learned it. Bought myself a Windows computer when I was a young Marine, and I would sit up late at night learning that code and how to do stuff on there.
Yeah.
And then
That was the old MS DOS.
no, DOS is always the background of Windows. That's the code in the background of Windows. Windows is just the
Windows wasn't there when we started.
Yeah, Windows is just the operator interface. Is what you see on the outside. But you had Fortran and Cobalt, which were MS DOS based.
Yep.
Fortran was business, and Cobalt was more medical.
Yeah, formula translation. I took courses in that.
Anyway, it's pretty simple when you get down to it. It's just another language is all it is.
Yeah.
But those still run in the background of all these machines you see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can reveal code and go, there it is, you know. But and you get Python and some other languages now, which make it simpler.
Right.
But yeah, that's computer science. How did we get onto that?
I don't know.
We're talking about Murdaugh and him getting busted, a smart lawyer, rich guy, getting busted because of technology. Let's remind everybody about Murdaugh, what he's doing. He's sitting in the jail right now, as they say on Andy Griffith. So he's in the prison. He's in the big house, South Carolina. On June 7, 2021, Maggie and Paul Murdaugh were shot and killed near the dog kennels at the family's Moselle property in South Carolina. You know that area, right?
Yeah, I live down there.
That place is beautiful. It's like a big ranch type of thing.
Oh, yeah. That's very affluent people are down that way.
Wasn't he a personal injury attorney or something?
Yeah, he was an attorney.
Yeah.
Big attorney.
Alex Murdaugh reported finding the bodies and claimed he had been napping and visiting his mother, denying he was at the kennels. All right. Investigators uncovered a tight digital timeline that contradicted his story. The prosecution argued the murders were committed to delay exposure of his financial crimes and generate sympathy. On March 2023, a jury convicted him of 2 counts of murder and 2 weapons charges, and he received life without parole, which is shocking in South Carolina. They normally put him in the seat.
Yeah, which is weird because I've been up there for old Sparky, and I worked on death row, and he should have been there.
He did not cooperate at all with this either. He said he's not guilty.
No.
He still says he's not guilty right now. So he may not be. I don't know.
Yeah. He's guilty.
So Paul is the son, right? Let's see here. Yeah, Paul's the son. So they found video recorded on Paul's phone minutes before the murders happened. Right? They captured Alex's voice at the kennels.
Yes.
Which he says it wasn't his voice, it was the killer's voice.
Yes.
But they had many people come up and say, yes, this was him, you know. And he had repeatedly said he was never there. This directly proved he lied about his location and time of the murders. Now, they got done in what we call micro-locating.
Right.
So we use our phones and we use GPS trackers and all these things.
Yeah.
The GPS trackers we use in our phones can say, hey, they're good up to about 100 yards or whatever.
Yeah.
But they got into some of his text messaging apps and all that. It got down to the foot. And so he was there, man. He was right there.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, they came out and said, oh, this is flawed evidence and all that. But that's what got him, right?
Yeah, you can say it's flawed, but it's there.
Right. Let's talk about the phone data. It showed minimal movement and then a sudden spike in steps right after the murders, right? And they were going off also his smartwatch, which had his heart rate data on it.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of things happen here. Activity consistent with rapid movement and possible staging and cleanup. All right. Screen use and orientation changes supported his timeline of where he was. All right. Then he had calls and text messages, the old goodie, the old classic. Calls placed Maggie and Paul after they were already dead. Placed them there. Increased communication right after the estimated time of death. Timing suggested attempts to create an alibi. Pattern looked staged rather than natural. All right. He had some vehicle telematics, your vehicle computer, right?
Yep.
His Chevy Suburban recorded engine start and stop time, speed changes, and trip duration. Showed quick departure from Moselle right after. All right. Travel timeline inconsistent with his statements. So he was there, left Moselle, and then came back later. So, all right. But he wasn't there. He said he was at his mother's house.
Oh, maybe he lied.
All right. He had timeline fusion, which brings everything together. Investigators align phone data, vehicle data, and witness statements in a minute-by-minute reconstruction. Very good. I like it. And it points that put him at the kennels at the time of the murders, and then he lied through his teeth. They caught him in so many lies afterwards.
Right.
So the police did a good job on this one, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of those, too, where the public was like, oh, the police ain't doing their job, because it took a while. It's not an instant thing, man.
It's not. And some of that stuff, when you're doing a digital dump, it takes a while. And then you have to sort through everything.
So we do a digital dump. One cell phone is 4,000 to 6,000 pages of data. And another issue they had, the son's phone was not unlocked immediately. They had to get some help to get it unlocked. So that takes time too. And they thought, and the voice on that recording, everybody said, hey, this is Alex talking.
You could have had that analyzed, I mean, honestly, if you really wanted to.
Right.
But there's people that ID'd that voice.
Right. And the jury, they convicted not on one single piece. A single piece of evidence doesn't usually convict somebody.
No.
What's your favorite phrase?
Totality of the circumstances.
That's that, right? One, it's the physical evidence, digital evidence, and witnesses that tie it all together.
But the biggest thing in cases people don't understand or it's because you don't see it. Okay. Yeah. SVU on TV, they did this and they got the guy in 48 hours. That's not the way it works. You're building your case. You want as much evidence as possible. You want to fine tooth comb every bit of anything that could be a lead, could be a witness, could be evidence. So you want to make sure that you have a preponderance of evidence against that individual.
Right.
And it takes time.
Yeah, you take time. You're getting data from all these different sources.
Yeah.
You got your uniforms that were there first. They're usually the first responders, right?
Yep.
And then you got your detectives and you got your autopsies.
Crime scene and everybody.
You got the body, you got the scene. You got, what was the word we use? Environmental. What was the word I used? The phrase I used? It was very smart. Remember. It was good.
Environmental timeline.
What's the when you got the FBI? Environmental profiling.
There you go.
That's what this was. Where the crime took place and the relationship from the criminal to the crime scene. That's what they do.
Oh, right? Yeah. Yeah.
These are a lot in serial killers because they're usually spread across an area and they're trying to pinpoint where their base of operations is.
Right.
So, and you got to have a lot of data to do that. But this guy, he was lying and saying I wasn't there, but then all the data points to, yeah, you're standing right there, dude.
You may be an intelligent individual, like he's an attorney and he specializes. So in his specialty, I'm sure he's very knowledgeable, very intelligent. But when it comes to everything else, you're not the expert. You're going to screw everything up.
Right.
Somewhere along the way, you're going to get caught.
These digital computers we carry in our pockets are cutting down on the amount of crimes that helping people get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I think that's why we see a reduction in serial killers because of the digital footprint.
Right.
It's rough. It makes it tough to be a prolific, we're going to kill 32 people over 4 years type person like we used to see. You know what I mean? And they are serial killers. They're just getting caught quicker. Right?
Well, like we've said it before, I know I have, from working for NASA, these little pocket computers, these have more intelligence and technology than what put the man on the moon.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think you're going to get away with something like that?
Yeah. Steve Jobs said that about the iPod before they started making phone calls. The iPod had you could do a lot with an iPod, and then they put a phone system on it and made it a phone, right? That's what we got. But yeah, man, Murdaugh, he lied through his teeth. over and over again, said he didn't do it. He's still saying he didn't do it.
Well, that's the attorney behind him, that knowledge that he has. If you keep putting it off, deny, counter accuse, maybe you get somebody to listen to you, believe you. You just, need one juror to say, nope.
I think he's got an appeal coming up or something.
Oh, yeah.
But so he was trying to make people feel sorry for him because he is in financial distress.
Well, he was stealing from his clients.
All right. How was he doing that?
He was billing them out. Hey, this is what you owe. This is what you owe. This is what I did. This is, I need this money. I need that money.
But he wasn't doing the work.
He wasn't.
And I think he was a personal injury attorney as well.
And I think somebody in his firm caught on to him.
He was getting ready to get fired, basically.
Oh, yeah. They were getting ready to drop the hammer on him.
Right. You're no longer a partner and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, he did a lot of crying in the witness and the police.
Yeah, alligator tears.
Another thing he did that's very arrogant. He walked in there several times with investigators in the room.
Yeah.
He thought he was smarter than they were and talked to them, right? Now, what would he tell if he had a criminal person being accused of a crime? What's the first thing he would tell them?
There's a lot of things that go through their minds.
Yeah.
But he would be like, oh, I want to help you guys. I didn't do it. And then start offering them false leads. But it's weird.
But if you had a client in that situation, you say, stop talking to the cops.
Yeah, absolutely.
He thought he was smarter than everybody.
He just wanted to talk when he got there and gave him all kind of info.
He thought he could talk his way out of it, didn't he? So,
and you really can't. And any of the investigators take basic classes in what they call statement analysis. And it doesn't say you're lying, but it gives the investigator a tool to use on what you say. You have to have statement balance with certain nouns and verbs, but in statement analysis, it just gives you deception markers that lead you down the road of questioning. Doesn't say you're lying, but it leads you down other roads because it will tell you that person is answering deceptively.
Right.
So, I mean, any of the investigators in that case, they could have taken those classes and your main line of questioning starts there. But he just started talking.
Yeah. I took a class in that. A lot of us have, right? It's not a difficult thing. You're breaking down what they're saying and you're putting it down in bite-sized chunks and you're comparing them to each other.
Yep.
And a lot of them stand out. Like, well, yesterday you said this, today you're saying this. You explain themselves and they lie again and then they do it again. But you're just breaking it down into bite-sized chunks and comparing words and statements. And
I mean, you can record it and then transcribe it and run it through software that does the statement analysis for you.
Yep, they got it now. That breaks it down. And
it's a great tool,
and it gives you. And you have to do it quick sometimes because you're setting nose to nose with them. But it can give you data to the next question to ask, the next set of questions to ask to make them lie even more.
That comes more with the experience.
Yeah. The best technique I've ever seen is if they want to talk, I'm going to sit here and let you talk, man.
And always ask open-ended questions.
Yeah. I guess you know why I'm here. That's an old trick.
Yeah. Never give them a yes or no. Always give them an open-ended question so that way they can elaborate.
Whenever they volunteer to come, they say, yeah, I'll come talk to you. That's a sign, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I always say, hey, tell me what your thoughts are on this. And just sit back.
Oh, yeah.
And they start spewing vomit.
Yeah.
Lies, truths, a little bit of both, right? And that gives you direction. So tell me more about this. Tell me more about that. And that's what they did to Murdaugh here. And he talked to him for a long time before they actually arrested him.
And they just baited him and he went for it. So he is an intelligent individual. He's just not that intelligent when it comes to things outside of his wheelhouse.
He got cocky. He's a lawyer, man. So
yeah.
Our lawyer's cocky.
Yes. Yes.
I wouldn't say you're a good lawyer if you're not a little bit, right?
Yeah. You have to have an ego to be a good attorney.
Yeah. Some of them control it and are approachable people. Some aren't. Some of them are.
Some
I can't stand to be
just.
But all right. Do you see anything else on the Murdaugh?
No.
How about statement analysis?
It's if you're an investigator, I don't care if you're a private investigator, I don't care if you're in a law enforcement agency, I don't care if you're a patrol officer. find out who's offering statement analysis courses. There's 3 levels. Get them all, because it's just a tool that you're going to be able to use. It's going to make you better, more proficient. It's going to help your cases. Definitely take classes. Don't ever quit learning any of that stuff.
Right. Okay. All right, then. We're going to get off here for now. We'll be back soon. Say bye, Juice.
Bye, Juice.
Nice.